Hey guys, what's going on? This is your old pal CHH. I'm going to try to cover this stuff as much as I can because this could end up being one of the most wild situations in physical media we've seen in years. Obviously, this is not the first video I've done about this, but just to catch you up to speed, Scream Factory has been doing some very interesting things. If you haven't seen the previous videos, all of a sudden, we started noticing, like, the last month or so, their announcements were a lot of repeat things. A lot of it were just being steelbooks that are going to be pretty much on Amazon, maybe some of them at Walmart. They had one new release with, I think it was Rabid. And all of a sudden, they got the Lost of the Friday the 13th box set. They did advertise that. They did tell people, hey, we have this box set for a Friday about to go out. Go ahead and get it now. Get it or regret it. I covered that as well because, the reality is it's still a great box set. And I want to say this to the people watching now. Let's say you might have slept on even that announcement, but you're starting to say to yourself, you know what, damn it, I really think I might want that. My number one suggestion is now go to a big city Walmart near you. Don't go to a little small town Walmart. Go to a big city Walmart. They just flooded the rest of their stock, I feel, in Walmarts, and they're selling them there. So that's something to keep in mind. And then all of a sudden, people started noticing on Scream Factory's website that certain titles are just super cheap. They have new releases that are down to $15. Some titles are $2.99. And I'm going to tell you guys this. Now, the website's not honestly that great because a lot of the stuff that was super cheap, people have snatched them up. Just snatched some of the stuff up completely. And then some stuff, the prices ain't great. One of the things I did notice, I do want to mention this to you guys, is there is a $99 bundle of pretty much all the Child's Play films, a 4K bundle collection, one through what is it, Cult. So there's that for $99. That's actually not a bad deal. That's on Scream Factory's website. I imagine you'll probably still get slipcovers with all of those too. Anyway, so there's been a lot of rumor and speculation about what's going on. I had one person that was emailing back and forth with an employee say, listen, man, I can't help you with this or that anymore. I'm let go. They're letting go of everybody. They're clearing out all the employees. I also talked to somebody that works for a physical media company that said, I've heard nothing about Scream Factory going under. Don't listen to that, etc., etc. And to be honest with you, I keep seeing and hearing more stuff that just doesn't look that great. It looks like now more and more people are starting to come out and talk about this. I'm actually having a theory about what's going on. I want to share that with you. And again, it's just a theory. But, a lot of people are saying, even the creatives of Scream Factory themselves, Cliff McMillan and the other gentleman, I feel so bad I forget his name. I see him all the time online. He's a really cool guy. But they have been publicly, quoted by multiple people saying they didn't really even like physical media when we were working there. I'm surprised they've lasted as long as they have. I don't foresee them doing physical media a year from now. And now we're starting to hear from more people basically in the industry talking about what they thought of. Now, somebody messaged me this, the gentleman who runs Orbit DVD, which I love that guy. He's so chill and cool. And I love shopping at Orbit DVD, just for the record. Anybody that gets stuff from there. I've gotten a number of Region B stuff lately from there. And I'm going to tell you something. I don't think I've ever had any of those tariff charges on there either. So just for what that's worth. I'm not getting political. My point is, that's money you're not spending on those tariffs. Well, somebody said, you need to listen to this, Christian. He himself has talked about some of the people he's talked to on the inside. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll the clip and see what the Orbit DVD guy, I forget his, I'm so bad with names. Let's roll the clip and see what he has to say about the insiders that he was in contact with.
Do you have any insider info on the whole Shout Studios thing? We have made contacts throughout the years with Shout Factory employees, and I am talking to them, and at they didn't tell me to keep things private, but pretty much what you saw is it's what you saw. So that's out. What our discussions were some theorizing of what will happen in the future, and once again, it's like it's pretty evident with the person or the entity that owns Shout Studios at this point, or Shout Factory, what their intentions are. It's definitely what their intentions are not, which is releasing on physical media. I don't see that moving forward with them. I think anybody that was passionate about physical media, it was probably laid off or has quit at this point. And you know, we'll see. I'm just curious about. I'm just curious about why. Why was this? Why was Shout Factory even considered a, a the potential for an income earner for some huge place like this place? So I'm scratching my head.
So here's my thing. One of my things I'm thinking is this. Maybe there's actually a plot here to do something. I believe there is Shout TV or Shout Factory TV, a streaming site. I think that this company very well may be nearing the end. Maybe they've already paid for the physical license of stuff. Because, a lot of these companies, here's the one thing I will say. I know, based on the stuff Cliff has said in interviews with me and others and online, they plan out their year. They don't wing it month to month. There is a chance they're going to be going down the road and putting out some of the stuff that they've paid for the physical distribution of, and then they're going to start weaning themselves off. My theory, and it's actually not really even a theory, but my thing is I think that they're going to really try to take this catalog and either hoard it for just a streaming site, whether it's their own Shout Factory TV or just, licensing all these titles out to other streaming services, even though a lot of them are already on there. But there are certain titles I believe may, they may start to try to tighten the ship on all this to make more money through their distribution on streaming titles, the way they make money there. There's a chance they could really be deciding to take this entire library and just make it go straight to streaming. The real interesting thing is going to be what's going to happen with the Halloween films in America. Are we going to see those start to go out of print? That's when we'll know something's going on, for sure, because those are the biggest money makers for the company. There's no way. And then what's happening with Day of the Dead? I'm starting to really get worried about Day of the Dead. I can't even lie to you guys. I really thought this was going to be something we were going to hear about a pre-order with already. That's been pulled off of Scream Factory. It's not on the website. I got to be honest with you guys. I'm really starting to lean towards, and I'm not trying to sensationalize it or scare anybody. I really am starting to lean towards they've got 365 days before they pull out completely. I'm serious. To me, it's looking that way. I want to be wrong. I do not want to see the end of Scream Factory. So much of my physical media collection is from them, and I love them. But we'll see. We will see. But it's very interesting how things are optically looking. And optics are important. Optics are basically perception is reality. With the lack of Day of the Dead on the website now, and the layoffs, which I don't even think that's even hearsay at this point. The layoffs are happening. It's been talked about. So my end thing I'll say is, obviously don't overpay, don't go out of your way and spend money you don't have. But if there is certain stuff you've thought about getting, you're better safe than sorry. That's all I'm suggesting. I mean, I actually picked up a couple titles. If you see little rinky-dink early 80s movies that they had that I just grabbed for $12, $11, just because. I didn't need it, but like Assault on Precinct 13. They had the Blu-ray for that. I think I just have a steelbook that was completely damaged in shipping. I got like 3 years ago, and I just said, whatever. The disc was fine. I went ahead and I got that. I think I paid like $12 for it. That's fine. So we'll see, guys. I'll keep you up to date as soon as we get more info. I'm not going to just keep repeating, just repeating the same things. But, now we got more people speaking out. It's really interesting, guys. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. What do you think next year is going to look like? Let me know what you guys think down below. God bless y'all. Have a great weekend.